So I came across a really interesting project. I've heard of these kind of watch party or viewer synchronization projects before, but usually the format they take is where one streamer, one host, hosts a watch party and streams the content for everyone to watch while everyone makes comments in chat and the streamer makes MST3K-like comments as everybody watches, which of course is highly illegal to stream somebody else's copyrighted content without authorization. That's basic copyright infringement, and to stream it to many dozens, hundreds, thousands of people is extremely illegal. And you've seen this with the Triller Fight Club stuff, where Triller is going after all the parties that it can that restreamed the Jake Paul Ben Askren fight. So imagine if you wanted to synchronize your viewership without committing copyright infringement, you might do something like this. This is a submission on Reddit to livestream fail. With Ludwig's recent move to YouTube, it is clearer than ever that DMCA copyright will continue to negatively affect live streamers. I don't know, I just think it's basic copyright law not to stream things that you don't have permission to stream. To help protect the Twitch community, I quit my job in order to do something to help. After over a year of full-time development, I'm ready to bring some good news regarding the DMCA. I made an extension called Tanami. I am not affiliated with Tanami. I'm not sponsored by them. This is me seeing something interesting and sharing it with you, so take that for what you will. It works like better TTV that extends Twitch's watch party feature to include support for Netflix, Disney+, Crunchyroll, HBO Max, and YouTube. You can try it out at Tanami.tv, Tenami.tv. We'll look at that in a second. Tanami works where once you have the extension installed, and I believe it's both the host and the viewers, you join Netflix, HBO Max, across all of Twitch, just like how you would already join an Amazon Prime Video watch party. Now, of course, Amazon Prime Video and Twitch are the same company or owned by the same company, so they can do that, but I doubt Netflix has enabled watch parties on Twitch. In the spirit of LSF, here is a short clip of what Tanami watch parties look like, featuring Twitch personality Nyman, N-Y-M-N, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that, hosting a Netflix watch party of Riot's Arcane just ahead of his New Year's show. Let's take a quick look at that here.
No, it's our last one. I'm ready.
So it looks like he's got a video viewer window. He's not transmitting the copyrighted content from what I understand. He's transmitting his camera in the upper right only, and then the chat is below that, taking up the right fifths of the screen. But the content itself is something that the viewers are seeing being streamed from their content provider, like Netflix or something. He further says, Tanami ensures that all viewers are watching content legally from the source and fully protects Twitch streamers from copyright claims. For stream setup, Tanami uses the exact same setup as Twitch's watch party feature for Prime Video. If you need help, you can follow this guide. Since my previous post, the full theater mode is now available directly from the extension, along with Disney Plus support and a completely overhauled Crunchyroll watch party experience to look like Netflix and Prime Video. We are working to improve it every day, etc. So, without further ado, here is the website, Tanami.tv, watch party for Twitch, get the Chrome extension. I don't know why it says Chrome, I'm doing this from Firefox. But you join watch parties straight from Twitch. It looks like it's fully or mostly integrated. It's enabled on these particular platforms that I've said several times. There's two ways to watch. There's an app and there's an extension. And then here's what I'm interested in, which is these FAQs. You install Tanami, you set up your streaming software, and you start your watch party. But key in here, do not use your streaming software, such as Streamlabs OBS, to capture the video or audio of Netflix, Crunchyroll, HBO Max, or YouTube. If you capture that content, your channel may be in violation of Twitch's community guidelines and copyright, which maybe that's just accidentally overlooked here. As a viewer, you get Toonami, and then you join the Twitch stream, and Toonami takes care of the rest. Simply click join now, follow the link. Certain videos will require subscription to that video service. Video region restrictions will still apply, because of course they do. Hang on, someone's knocking at the door. We have a kitty that would like to leave the room. I also think she would like to leave my arms. What do you think? There we go. Kitty has left. There is no Firefox extension. This is only for Chrome. Okay. Apparently, there's also something called sync play, which is to sync up for your players like VLC or other video players, which is not the same thing. But as long as the individual viewers and the host have their own fully licensed and authorized copy, then they should be able to have a watch party that is free from copyright problems. As a reminder, copyright protects the right to reproduce the copyrighted work in copies, to prepare derivative works, to distribute copies, to perform the copy publicly, to display the copyrighted work publicly, or to perform sound recordings publicly. So as long as your individual Netflix player or Disney Plus player is the thing doing the playing, then you're authorized by your license and you're not in violation of copyright. Although I can imagine a situation where Disney Plus or Netflix doesn't like the idea of watch parties and tries to stop it, I pause and hesitate to think that they would sue individual watch party users over this. It's hard for me to form in my brain what claim they would make. It would probably be something about performing the copyrighted work publicly, but the watch party host is not performing the work publicly. They are performing their talking head video, and the chat is going, and they're watching a performance that's not public. They're watching their own performance on their headset, so they're not streaming the audio or even picking it up in the background, hopefully. And everybody else is watching their own content, and the only thing that could possibly be close to copyright is the fact that these are all synchronized. There is something in music about synchronizing audio music to video that requires a license, but you're not doing that. You're synchronizing the playback of an existing piece of content through licensed platforms. So I don't believe that this is any kind of a copyright violation. I would be very interested to hear if anyone, lawyer or non-lawyer in my audience, thinks that this is some kind of a copyright violation. So don't take this as legal advice that I'm guaranteeing that you're clear of any problems. But in my legal opinion, this should be clear of any legal problems. If you think that you're going to have legal problems, if you're a large Twitch streamer and you want to use this for watch parties, you probably want to get actual legal advice, individualized for what you're going to do. But my initial impression is that this should be clear of copyright. Let me know what you think of that in the comments below. Are you happy to see these kinds of technologies working? How long do you think it's going to be before one or all of these platforms, Netflix, Disney Plus, etc., takes steps to disable things like Toonami and watch parties? Or do you think that they will recognize that watch parties are a good thing? That if 100 people or 100,000 people want to have a watch party of Disney's Frozen, for example, let's say a Twitch streamer caters to kids and all the parents get their kids to do this and watch Frozen along with their favorite streamer online. Well, Disney sold 100,000 copies of Frozen to do that then. Sounds good to me. I don't see any way that this could be used with unauthorized copies, as it has to come directly from Disney Plus. So someone has to have bought Disney Plus or subscribed to Disney Plus in order to watch that copy of Frozen. So they've sold or licensed 100,000 subscriptions to do that, which is exactly what they want. So isn't this kind of innovation promoting the proper authorized use of copyrighted works? And so I think it would be against their own best interests for any of these content providers or streaming platforms to take this down. And so I'm really excited to see this being done. Previously, I've used services like Rabbit, which I'm not even sure if that's alive anymore, which you would host the content and you would stream the content to your watch party. And if I ever did that publicly, yeah, that's a huge copyright violation. And technically, if you do it privately, even though it matches one-to-one with the concept of if everybody was in your home and you all sat around the couch and watched a copy, that'd be fine. It's not. It's not fine to have that sort of hosted watch party, even privately, where you stream the content to the others in their homes. Even in COVID times, where this makes complete sense, where you'd maybe host a Zoom meeting and then stream the content while all of you watch from your respective terminals. And this sounds like where the world would have to be going if we're going to be remotely working and we're going to have a Ready Player One style environment. It's still illegal. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I love the idea, and I hope that there's no blowback from the major platforms that are being streamed this, or synchronized, should I say, this way. Let me know. Rabbit is now cast with a K. Okay. Thanks for watching. Special thanks to our top supporters in January: John Steele, Gavin Barnard, Eevi, Spirit Bear, Benjamin Hitov, Ugly Grill, Torpedan, NotMike, ShadowTycho, Earthbound Star, TechTechPotato, Eric Tams, PureMagma, and the Blood-Soaked Survivors. You can support Lawful Masses on patreon.com/ljfrench, sponsus.com/law, through YouTube memberships, and through Floatplane subscriptions. Join me for our weekly live production stream on twitch.tv/lawfulmasses on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern US time. I hope everyone has a great week and a happy new year. I love you all. Bye.